So, today we're going to talk about something different, something that doesn't just help you push through the overwhelm. As a somatic therapist and coach, I've worked with so many people who feel stuck in survival mode, constantly running on fumes. But I want to let you in on a little secret. In spite of what you may have been told, real change isn't about pushing harder. It's about reclaiming your peace, your power, and even your capacity to take up space in a world that tells you to shrink. And I know you're carrying so much right now. The never ending to do list, the responsibilities, the pressure to do more, to be more, and you're exhausted and overwhelmed. And I know that feeling because I've been there too. And today I want to be that voice of wisdom that you have somewhere inside of you, reminding you that you do not have to keep living like this. The world, especially systems built on capitalism and patriarchy, will keep telling you to push harder, to give more, and keep going even when you're running on empty. But let's get real for a second. That's not the path to true peace. The hustle culture that wants to squeeze you dry is not your friend. It's a system that thrives on your burnout. So stay with me because in just a minute, I'm going to walk you through 3 simple steps you can start using today to slow down, regulate your nervous system, and make more grounded decisions without getting overwhelmed. So let's talk about how you can take back your life because your peace and your power are waiting for you, and it's about time you start tapping into it. Have you ever noticed no matter how much you plan, organize, or try to get ahead, that you still feel behind? Like you're constantly doing, but deep down you're second guessing every step or even freezing up when it's time to make a big move. In spite of what you may think, that's not a bad habit or a lack of discipline. It's actually your nervous system keeping you stuck in survival mode. You see, when your body is overwhelmed or stressed, it doesn't just sit there quietly. Instead, it triggers one of our 4 automatic responses. You might go into fight mode, essentially pushing through, overworking, or getting frustrated when things don't go your way. Or maybe it's flight mode, like you're constantly busy jumping from one thing to the next, but never feeling settled. Then there's freeze mode, where you procrastinate, shut down, or feel totally stuck, even though you know you should be moving forward. And then let's not forget about fawn, where you say yes to everyone else and no to yourself, all because you're trying to avoid disappointing people. If any of that sounds familiar, that's because your body has been trained to react to stress instead of responding mindfully and intentionally. But true success demands regulation, not just hustle, not just willpower, but a body that's calm, centered, and capable of handling everything that's coming your way. Think about it. If your body's locked in stress mode, you'll never be able to step into that kind of power, confidence, and clarity you need to thrive. So let's talk about how to change that. So most people think the solution to overwhelm and stress is just try harder. But the reality is, if willpower alone worked, you'd already be where you want to be. So here's what I'm going to tell you that no one else is talking about. It's actually all about nervous system regulation, which is about training your body to handle more success, more money, more happiness without immediately switching into stress mode, which can even look like self sabotaging behaviors. And if you only take one message from this video, I want you to know your body has to feel safe before it can expand. Let me say it again. Your body has to feel safe before it can expand. So if your nervous system believes that change equals danger, it will shut you down before you even start. So how do you teach your body that success is safe and actually expand your capacity? So here are 3 simple shifts you can start using today to regulate your body, shift your energy out of a state of overwhelm, and make empowered decisions with more clarity and intention. So before we even get to the shifts, I want to name the importance around self-awareness, and more specifically, body awareness, because you need to recognize when you're operating in survival mode. So here's some questions to ask yourself. Am I constantly running on fumes, but feel like I have to keep going? Am I avoiding making a decision because I'm too overwhelmed to decide? Am I telling myself to power through, but deep down I'm feeling drained and disconnected? If you're nodding yes to any of these questions, that's not a mindset issue, it's a nervous system issue. Your body is literally trying to protect you from the stress of change, even when that change may be what you actually want. So the first step to breaking free from survival mode is actually just slowing down. And I know you're busy, but hear me out. If you want to get control over the overwhelm, it's so important to get curious about what's happening in your body and what's happening for you emotionally. It may sound simple, but in our hustle driven culture, it's actually quite foreign, right? We're taught to focus on everything outside of us, tasks, to-do lists, everyone else's needs, and in that process, we've long forgotten how to tune into ourselves. This is something I see with almost every client I work with, including for myself, especially before going to grad school to become a therapist. Tuning in just isn't natural for us anymore. We've gotten so used to running on autopilot that we forget, or may have never been taught, about the importance of connecting with our body and actually being in the present moment. But this step is foundational for making real change. So, next time when you have the impulse to keep pushing through, instead pause, breathe, and get curious. Ask yourself, what's going on in my body right now, and how am I actually feeling? Is your chest tight, stomach in knots, shoulders tense? These are some signs your body is giving you to say, hey, something's not right. Are you feeling anxious, frustrated, or disconnected? Well, that's not just stress, it's your body holding on to emotions that need space to breathe and even release. Slowing down and tuning in may seem simple, but it's one of the first things I work on with clients because it's the key to reconnecting with your body and true needs. This step is powerful because it helps you reconnect with what you've been ignoring. When you start connecting the dots, that's when you can truly shift out of survival mode. You'll begin to notice when you're heading toward overwhelm before it takes over. And that awareness gives you the power to change your response. This makes it so much easier to make choices that align with your true needs rather than just automatically pushing through because it's been your default. Once you start tuning in, the next step is teaching your body that it's safe to slow down, safe to expand, and safe to experience something different. Because the thing is, you can't just think your way out of stress. True change happens when your body learns to feel safe so you can move through challenges with more ease. So at this point, you've already done the work of tuning into the signs your body is giving you from step one. Now it's time to shift your energy. To get out of that constant state of overwhelm, you'll need to start shifting what's going on inside of you physically. So here are a few things you can try to help you shift that energy and help you connect to an internal sense of groundedness, peace, and safety. These are simple yet powerful practices that can help you shift from survival mode to a space of expansion and growth. And the first thing to try is grounding yourself. While there's a ton of grounding activities you can try, a simple one is to just press your feet firmly into the floor. You can even try it right now if you like. Really feel the connection between your feet and the floor beneath you. Notice the way that the ground supports you, how solid and steady it feels. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine sending all the tension in your body downward, letting it drain into the earth. Now say to yourself, I am safe to grow, I am safe to expand. And repeat it again slowly. I am safe to grow, I am safe to expand. Letting the words sink in. Feel the stability beneath you, the way your body begins to settle, as you remind it that it doesn't have to stay in high alert. This simple act of pressing your feet into the floor while reinforcing safety helps regulate your nervous system, allowing you to feel more rooted, present, and stable in the moment. So another practice you can try is noticing where tension is at in your body. So if you like, try it out right now. Notice if you have any tension in your neck, shoulders, your jaw, your chest. Instead of pushing through it, take 30 seconds to just breathe into it. And if you don't know how to do this, just imagine sending breath to those areas of tension. Instead of pushing through, give yourself permission to release the tension. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and take a few deep, mindful breaths. Just allow your body to relax or even melt a little bit. This small act of releasing tension sends signals to your nervous system that you're not in danger and that it's safe to relax. Now, movement is another powerful way to shift stuck energy. Whether it's shaking your hands out, stretching, or taking a short walk, movement helps break up that stagnant energy and signals to your body we are moving forward. We are not stuck. Even small movements like rolling your shoulders back or gently swaying side to side remind your nervous system that you're safe and capable of shifting out of tension. This shift alone can help reset your nervous system, regulate your stress response, and create space for new energy to flow. The more you integrate movement into your day, especially during moments of stress, the easier it becomes to shift from survival mode into a state of calm, clarity, and expansion. And if you're looking for more grounding activities, I've included our free Mind Body Toolkit, which includes 50 grounding activities as well as several other resources to help you connect with both your mind and body below. While these practices are simple, they can have a powerful impact on how your body experiences stress and safety. Remember to start small and notice how your body responds as you begin to shift the energy from overwhelm to groundedness. Now that you've learned some tools around slowing down, tuning into your body, and ways to regulate your nervous system, this next step is about using that regulation before taking action. So, anytime you're about to make a move, send that email, commit to something new, have a hard conversation, and your body is giving you signals like tightness, pressure, holding your breath, stomach pains, even the feeling of resistance. Just pause. Take a moment to regulate. Because when you act from a place of groundedness instead of from stress, urgency, or pressure, your choices become more aligned, confident, and clear. Here's a few quick activities to add to your growing regulation toolkit. Take a few deep breaths to calm your system. Step outside for 5 minutes to clear your head, or shake out tension to release the stress physically. Remember, the key to all of this isn't about eliminating stress, it's to respond to it differently. Regulate first, then respond. This is how you shift from survival mode into powerful, intentional living, one decision at a time. So I need you to hear me on this. Your capacity is not fixed. Your stress response does not define you. And your success, it starts in your body. Today, I want you to make one commitment. You are no longer going to override what your body is telling you. Because the more you listen, the more you expand. And the more you expand, the more success, peace, clarity, and joy become your reality. Remember, the system is designed to make you feel like there's never enough. Not enough time, not enough resources, not enough energy to truly thrive. But you don't have to play by those rules anymore. So if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're ready for more, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. I'll see you next time.